now we started.
Yeah, we started.
Hello. Welcome back.
Thank you.
What week are we on at the moment?
We've got like 11 weeks to go, have we?
Well, 11. I wish it's 11.
We should say so. This is week 3.5, nearly 4. Is it
I think there's still like 9 left.
9, 10?
9, 10.
I think it's 10, isn't it?
10. I mean,
10 to go.
we haven't done our homework.
I think we've got 8 weeks of pure hard training coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them is basically racing.
One of them's a race week. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good. Have you been? Where have you been?
Well, the question goes to you.
I've been.
Where have you been?
I've been in Serbia.
Nice. Well, what were you doing in
So I
Serbia?
did the 70.3 Belgrade. The second year they've run that, and it was Let me take this. Second year they've run that. That's a really nice course. I think for Dubai-based triathletes, that's a really good place to go because it's a direct flight. Fly Dubai, 5 hours. It's a flat course, so it's just like riding an Al Qudra, but slightly windy bike. Just like Al Qudra. But we had warm weather. This year it was 28, 29 degrees.
Nice.
I think last year when they did it, it was like 4 degrees. So.
Is it laps or?
Yeah, two laps of a bike. Second lap was a lot windier than the first, and 2 laps of a run along the river Sava, which one of the Sava River. Yeah, they've got 2 rivers in Belgrade, the Danube and the Sava. I think they've got 2. If they've got 3,
I think you should start from the beginning. Tell us from the beginning about the race. You jumped immediately to the bike course.
Yeah, true. Yes.
That's
yeah.
right.
The swim is a flat swim. They've got like a swimming lake, I would say. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
So it was a flat swim, very nice water. It was wetsuit. It was 23 degrees, so wetsuit. It's nice, fresh. I wore a sleeveless wetsuit. It was flat, uneventful. It was nice water. I think I saw a fish during the swim, which is nice.
In the lake.
Yeah, in a lake. I think I saw a freshwater fish, which was nice. Which reminded me of when I did Kona in Hawaii last year. I saw a turtle in the first 400 meters of the swim.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah, I think so. The lucky sea life, not sharks. I noticed that Triathlete magazine this week has a "Should triathletes be scared of sharks?" story. No. So anyway, So back to the race. Quickly on the race, the bike is fast.
For the bike.
Go on.
What's with the swim time?
Swim time, I think I did about 32 minutes. I think I was.
Is that a PB?
No. I've done a slightly quicker one. So I averaged 142 100, which was okay. I was third in my age group. I was about 25 seconds down on the first in my age group. Mm-hmm. So that was okay. I was pretty pleased with that.
Very nice.
Although I think I'm a mediocre swimmer, I'm obviously a relatively fast in my age group.
142 per 100 is not mediocre.
No, it's definitely getting better. I mean, I've definitely improved at swimming over the years.
Shout out to the swim coach.
Yeah, Rory Buck, who's set my swim programs for the last 2.5 years. Nice. I've done a lot of technique. I'm a much more efficient swimmer. I'm a much more slippery swimmer. I'm just more efficient through the water. And I could probably still we still need to train a bit of top end speed ahead of Busso. I've started using paddles for the first time in 3 years of training.
Really?
So I think I'm going to build some strength there. So that's going to be nice.
That's definitely helping and making a difference.
Yeah, I think it does. It also, for me, it helps improve my positions in catch and the pull bit. I think my technique's got to a stage where it doesn't really break down with that. Previously, I used to use a band and pull buoy around the ankles for resistance work, which I still would do, which is brilliant work. But yeah.
Okay, you came out of the water.
Yeah.
Transition.
Quite a long transition actually, because you got to run up in. But yeah, I was straight through it, easy enough, straight onto the bike. The kind of new setup, new aero bars worked well.
It's
very fast TT. Yeah, they're very comfortable. They're a little bit wider, so it feels much more stable going downhill. They're probably about 15 mil wider on the elbows. So yeah, and straight out past through the outskirts of Belgrade into the country. Actually, we had on the first lap we had a military procession, with like rocket launchers, surface to air missiles, about 30 lorries on
Pompeo?
the other side. Certainly made me concentrate a little bit. And then we had a little bit of headwind going back. There was like varied winds.
Yeah. There was a section on the splits when we were tracking that went a bit slower. Was that a hill or was that with the wind or?
Yeah, there were a couple of bits of wind, depending on, because the bike course kind of curved round in a crescent, and there were hills. There was a bridge that we had to climb up. Just after transition and after you did this loop on the second loop. It was quite a. But otherwise, there weren't any major downhills. I think I hit like 59 kilometers an hour at one point. But
anything notable on the bike or smooth?
No, it's a decent quality road. It's wide. It's not technical in any way.
Similar to Dubai, probably.
Yeah, very similar to Dubai. The roads weren't quite as smooth as Dubai's, but but very similar. And then
U-turns?
no, just at the end,
Okay.
none. Like one left-hand turn, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then off the bike, transition.
Yeah, transit. There's straight.
How was your nutrition by then?
So yeah, I did. I changed my nutrition slightly, only because I couldn't find any precision fuel hydration, and I took OTE, super carbs, and I didn't have. I decided I've had occasional like stomach issues. So
On the day?
Yeah, on the day. So this time I decided not to do it all as liquid. I did most of it as liquid, but then I had a bar at one point as well, and I had made sure I got a bit more water in, because I think sometimes you take a lot of carbs, and if you don't have enough water, it doesn't digest, and that was absolutely fine.
Okay.
And then for the run, I taped together some a salt tab and some chews. Decided to do chews. And had a caffeine gel just in the first kilometre of the run as well. So just taped that together and set out, and the run was 2 laps along the river. Some varied. It's a little bit more undulating actually, and it went.
So it's not flat.
Not totally flat. No, there was a bit of gravel at one point for about 400 meters. 2 laps, and sort of out and backs, and around some parks and stuff like that along the river. Yeah, it was nice. Some support, pretty good.
I was just gonna ask, how was Serbian cheering?
It was pretty good. It was really good around the transition area, and it was really good. But on one end of the run, you went past a whole load of restaurants, so there was cheering down there. Nice. The volunteers are really good. I mean, volunteers at Ironman races are always really good, and I think the organisers did a really good job on this one. It was nice.
Okay, finished time.
Yeah, 1:44. So.
Run.
We're 1:42 on the run.
That's amazing. That's close to what you had planned.
Yeah, that was
very close.
Yeah, I was pretty consistent in previous 70.3s in recent years. Certainly since knee surgery, I've died on the run, but this time I did not. I was very consistent all the way through. There was no zombie stagger on the end of this one, so it's pretty good. And then I had basically like 2 days off. Well, the following day I went and was a tourist and walked 25,000 steps around Belgrade and drank some beer.
Daily.
Yeah.
So you broke your beer fasting.
Yeah, I had 63 days of no alcohol, and then this last week I've had 4 days where I've had a few beers.
Basically, you broke it because you were celebrating getting a...
Oh, I got a world championship. So
Okay,
yes. Yeah, so I'm going to, so Nice next September, yes.
Nice.
Yes, anyway, so the celebrations have ended now, so now we're back to... so I was I've had a swim, I've had a jog, I've had a 2-hour trainer ride this morning. Tomorrow I've got a 14k run, so next week smashing it again.
I mean, it's smart of you racing, honestly, because that's all race confidence for Busso.
Yeah, totally. It does give you confidence.
A lot of confidence. You go a bit, I'm going to be rusty. I have a race in Dubai here, but I mean, I hope that's going to be enough. But you've done before here, you've done Swansea.
Yeah.
Now this one, and then you have Dubai. That's definitely going to be an advantage.
Yeah, it's nice to execute a race where it pretty much goes according to your plan, and for me it was a big step up from Swansea 8 weeks ago.
Natural progression.
Yeah, natural progression. I mean, I'm a bit lighter. I've lost about 6 kilos. Obviously, 7 weeks of
Do you feel it on the run?
You definitely definitely feel weight on the run, right? I mean, what is it? 10 kilos is 20 minutes off a marathon time. So 5-6 kilos is 10 minutes off a half marathon, maybe.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
So that's good.
Back on the grind.
Yeah, but I think from like effectively tomorrow. Yeah.
So you've been chilling since then. That's a week.
Yeah, well, not. I mean, chilling. Yeah, I've still done 7 hours of exercise.
That's amazing.
So.
That's good.
Yes.
I mean,
it's
obviously,
a chill week.
you get a lot of fitness back of that race. So I think recovery is more important than probably coming back and grinding immediately.
Yeah, well, if you're going to fly, I find that flying, like, it's only 2 hours difference, but I find that's quite tiring, often.
Yeah.
You know, it can take, for me, it's
Especially with all the
sometimes it takes 3 or
logistics.
4 days, even though the logistics weren't that bad, and it was a daytime flight. I didn't lose any sleep, but
How long was the flight?
it's 5 hours, 5 and a bit hours.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nice. Well done on your race.
What have you been up to? Missing me?
I've been, at training a lot. I think I've been averaging around 19 hours.
Okay.
Pretty happy with that. I have not, so I do have this thing where I refuse to go on the scale when I start training properly because I don't want to know,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
Because if the scale still shows the same way, I'm not going to be motivated or
Okay.
like it's not going to encourage me. So I tend to ignore it and I wait for my wife to tell me, oh, you've lost weight. That's
Okay.
her famous saying. So
Okay.
I rely on that. I think I'm feeling much better. So I was just telling myself today, like, I do feel my bike legs are back.
Good.
That's definitely
You're gonna
coming
need
back.
them.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a 180k journey in Busso. I think I'm starting to get those back. I'm not there. I've had a disappointing 1 or 2 weeks in running, but I just started to break out of it now. Like I'm starting to feel my run legs, hint of them coming back. Swimming has been much better. Obviously, I keep mentioning in every episode the shocks. Those are like magic. They literally distract me when I'm swimming. I just like flow for
Nice.
sets and sets. So I think all in all, it's coming nicely together, and I'm putting the effort, lots of intention to do well. So like it's all going well. Happy with the training, prioritizing it now over anything else. Doing a lot of work, but yeah, it's been really enjoyable.
Good.
Hard to maintain social life, I would say.
Yeah, with 19 hours training a week plus everything else.
Yeah, and like
Have you had to cancel anything?
I mean, cancel. I think it's not initiated by default. Like I'm trying not to set up anything.
Yeah, fine.
But I think when I did Hamburg, like that's the only full that I've done before this one. I think I had an easier job
Right.
in terms of time allocation. So like my job was like literally from 9 to 6, and that's it. Here time sort of bleeds into before and after.
Yeah.
And like to manage that, to make sure the training is getting done is quite stressful, but like I am succeeding, and I think I'm getting in the most important. I haven't not been missing any training, which is very important. It's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's interesting. In the run up to Belgrade, I've missed 1 day of training due to having to travel for work, which isn't bad in 7 weeks. Unusual for me. All my training peaks weeks are greenish, mostly green.
It's funny because it feels catastrophic for the athlete when they're on such a snowball.
Yeah.
Like one day could like literally change my mood if I miss it. And so I try to at least, if I have to, I had to in the very beginning of the restart, if I have to at least sneak something in because I know that's going to make me feel better.
Yeah.
But that's great. Okay.
Favorite session this week? What have you done?
Favorite session?
Yeah.
Today.
Go on. What did you do?
I did like 5 hours and a half approximately on the bike and on the hills.
TT bike or road bike?
Roadie.
Yeah.
That's when I start to increase the difficulty of the course. So I've done my 2 favorite hell of hills,
Yes.
I would say. So it's like 2 segments of like 11 minutes, 10 minutes each, maintaining good power, around 300 watts, 300 plus. When I start doing that, I know like I'm starting to get in good shape. So yeah, that's exciting. Like so now, moving from now, every week I'm gonna start to increase that, the reps,
Nice.
see where that gets us. Generally, in the past weeks, I was doing one ride like this, and then the next day, which is tomorrow, I would do a TT focused one. So not all of it on the. So you get used to that position, stay in it as long as you can, because in the race, ideally, you want to stay down as air as you can, less interruption. So tomorrow, I have a shorter ride, but a longer run, which I'm probably gonna split, make a decision on my own to split. I don't think the weather is still perfect, and I want to have a quality run.
Yeah, it's
So
got a bit easier. I've noticed the last two races that coming out of like 2.5 hours of TT position onto the run, I get a bit stiff in the back.
yeah.
In that first bit, it was in Swansea. It was quite bad, but it was not too bad actually in Belgrade. I think I've done. I mean, I've done quite a lot more strength work on my like rear. I've done some alignment work with a postural. I've been working a little bit with a like an alignment
Yeah.
like coach, doing some releases and stuff like that. Rowena, she's been done some interesting like alignment work, just subtle stuff, but works quite well. Like loosens up your shoulders, loosens up your back, loosens up your nervous system a bit.
Yeah, a question related to that. In a race like Belgrade, how long do you stay in a TT position?
I was pretty much in it for the whole race, with the exception of like getting some water out of my. I still haven't mastered the art of like being in TT position, reaching around the back and pulling out a bottle because my arms are not long enough.
That's a skill.
So yeah, probably up the hills, I was like, I'm probably out of aero for maybe 10 minutes out of. It took me to, what was my split, 217 or something, net power of 194 or something like that, which is quite good for me.
Nice.
Yeah, it was alright.
I have a question related to racing and out of the technical bits that we've been discussing. Personally, I find like after doing such a race, generally, obviously not a local and easy one, but like after like a consuming race, like I mean, it takes a bit out of you. I feel like motivation sort of dips in a little bit. Is it the same for you, or?
Not. I mean, I've had motivational dips after big races, like after Hawaii. I've had it like certainly after the full distance Ironman. We'll probably get it after Busso, but not after this one. I mean, I've had a couple of days off, but I'm like
Excited to come back to
it's
training.
it's quite nice to just kind of like just regroup and then just I'm ready to go again.
Nice.
No, definitely no down period. I mean, the goal has always been Busso. This was just a check-in, and actually Tim's always been like not downplaying this particular race, but it's just to check in the big goals and
He's making it clear. So
big goals in December. Probably just so you don't go and like have a 3-week celebration after finishing the race.
We all tend to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I think from here onwards, do you feel like that run split sort of motivated you to do more now?
Definitely. I want to get my run back. I still feel, because running always used to be my strength, so I still feel like my ego is not quite where it should be as a result of becoming a slow runner.
It's not slow. I think the actions you've taken to sort of work on that has been very
it's coming, slowly
positive.
coming. But 3 years ago I ran like my fastest half marathon for like 15 years, like 87 minutes or something, and then obviously I'd snapped my hamstring. I've just never quite got it back. But I think in the next 3 or 4 months I'm going to get a lot of that speed back.
You look like you're on the right track.
Yeah, I think it's coming. Did I see a new pair of running shoes in your wardrobe?
Yes.
Not that I'm looking at your wardrobe.
Yes.
You did wave them in my face.
I got actually, so I've had a racing pair, which is I've had the Nike Vaporflies, the previous model, but I feel I've never gotten any luck with those. So I was like,
Lucky shoes.
yeah,
Oh, look at that.
yeah.
Yes, here we go. Look at these. I mean, look at those
You're
soles.
revealing my weapons.
Yeah, look at these. These are just like, look at these. They're lemon
They're
and
light,
lime. Or is that what colour is this? Tiramisu? No, maybe not. It's sort of
Limoncello.
Limoncello. There we go. With like a pink sole. It's hard to
Yeah.
go wrong with these. These look really nice. What are these? Rocket
X3s.
Rocket X3s.
I feel I'm gonna get some luck with these.
They look good.
Yeah.
I always found Hoka a bit narrow for me, but
Yeah,
these look great.
yeah, they're gonna make a difference. I'm quite confident.
I haven't bought any new kit this week.
No impulsivity.
No, nothing. Literally nothing this week. Although I did have to buy. I did buy a pair of goggles the week before the race, and I had that thing where I took the goggles I was going to wear for the race, and I wore them. They just kept on fogging up, and I'd only worn them like 3 or 4 times before, and I was like, right, I'm going to try this new pair of goggles. So I actually for the race wore a pair of goggles I'd never worn before, a pair of blue 71s, and they were perfect.
So for the fogging, I use a spray called Spit It something, and I don't even try to swim without it.
Right.
So you just do 2 sprays in the goggles, wait for 30 seconds, wash it off, and you never fog again for the swim.
So I did ask Rory what he suggested, and he said get a new pair of goggles for a race. He said no more than 4 wears. New pair of goggles, and don't touch the insides before the race.
I don't think it's the goggles. I think it's usually
My hot eyes, sweaty eyes.
not sweaty, but I think if your skin heats up and the water is
true.
cold,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen
True.
inevitably.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, the only times it hasn't happened for me, it never happens in hot races if I've been wearing the goggles for a bit beforehand. Because then the water's warm.
Same temperature.
So Langkawi never happened, Cairns never happened.
Because you're in the fog.
Here it never happened. Yeah, you are the fog. Yeah, you are the fog. Yeah, you are the fog.
Awesome. So what's your plan for next week? Like in the sense, what are you looking forward to?
You know, I haven't even looked at my training peaks, but I think it's got 16 hours of programs written. In addition, I'm going to have 2 strength sessions, so it'll be an 18-hour training week.
It's usually longer because the swims don't count in terms of time. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You're gonna end up with like 18 hours.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So yeah. So I think that I did think I saw a 4-hour ride next weekend.
Do you have any flights coming?
No, none planned. But I will have to obviously travel to Saudi Arabia at some point.
When?
I don't know. In the next 3 weeks probably. And I have some work in Oman which I have to go and do as well.
Can you not send someone on your behalf?
Could do. Maybe, yeah. Could do. The short trips are okay. I usually train. I can always run when I go on travel. It's just the bike.
Okay. I mean, do you intend to join me on mountain rides next week?
Possibly, but our race is flat.
You don't. Okay, let me tell you this. You don't train on hills because you have a hilly race.
I know.
You train on hilly course to build them legs.
I know. Have you seen the size of my legs? They're massive.
They are, but they can be even bigger.
I have the legs of a cart horse. I say to my strength coach, it's not quad strength I need.
Literally. Agility.
Yes, probably. Yeah, yeah. Probably. I'm going to do a bit more. I will do some hills.
Nice.
Certainly in the next month or so.
I honestly feel like the hills are like a trainer. Like Zwift, you can get sort of, especially Hatta, you can like sort of organize the course in a way to get more intensity whenever you need.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. It does give the option to hit some actual power.
Yeah, so that's what I look for.
Whereas around Al Qudra, which is flat, you have the opportunity to hit speed
and slack a bit if you wanted.
Yeah, and slack. Yeah, whereas in the hills, you're always going to be having to push something.
Unless you have a descent, which is rare.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. We were talking about next week.
I did see that I'd got 4 swims, which is unusual for Tim to set 4 swims. He normally only sets 3.
Has he started increasing your distance?
For the swims?
Yeah.
Probably, but I only look at those because Rory sets the program, so it probably will be.
I'm so happy that he's still. I don't know if he's aware, but I hope he is. I'm still on 2Ks. Yeah, I don't want more. Last time I built up, I was like doing 4.6.
Yes.
4.8.
Yeah, at some point you have a 4 kilometer swim straight through, don't you?
I don't want those. I can bridge 2 back to back. 2 point something.
I think swimming is the secret sauce to making everything fast.
Fine, I'll swim. I'll have to swim. I know what you mean, but like maybe towards the end, I don't want them now.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, honestly, it does feel great when you complete like a 4K plus swim.
Correct.
It does feel like an achievement.
Yeah. What about 40 times 100 meters. Just do that.
Actually, speaking of, maybe it's like one of the things we end with. I think we need to start, since it's an ocean, I know it's not similar, but we need to do some open water swims.
We will do, yeah.
We need to plan them,
Will it be
otherwise.
wetsuit swim?
Yeah,
Right.
most likely, like 95%, I would say. So we need to do some open water swims.
It's a bit hot still.
It is hot, but like I think we should not delay it.
That'll have to wait till November.
Probably, yeah. You can do one every weekend.
Yeah.
4 of those.
Yeah.
Should be enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine. I think I feel like I'm a bit ahead logistically on this race, which is unusual for me.
Good.
We've sort of planned everything. We just need
We
to.
just need a hire car. That's all we need. That's the logistics.
Yeah, like we have accommodation, we have flight tickets, we have everything.
You've even got new shoes. Although you'll need some new shoes by the time you get to the race.
I need a helmet.
Oh, do you need a helmet as well?
But that's all good.
Yeah, I've got an old HJC Adwat that I rode in this time. I realised it's got a little bit scarred visor. I hadn't worn it since Kona, so I had to take my Kona race number off. But it's a nice, light, easy helmet. I might buy a new visor for it.
Nice.
Let's see.
I mean, I would recommend buying a new helmet because the visor comes more expensive than.
Well, I did notice that a replacement visor is 150 euros, and
ridiculously expensive.
And the helmet itself, like
400.
A new helmet it's not even that. I think my helmet was only about 220 euros.
That's
so it's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, yeah. Yeah. So there we go.
Amazing. Anything you want to add before we sort of? Where are we?
I think we're good.
We're very good, actually.
Yeah,
that was very.
I think we're good.
Solid.
This is the check-in. We get more efficient at this.
Yeah.
The closer we get, the more training we do, the better we get at this.
Excited for next week's one. I think it's a good check-in for every week, reflecting back on what we've been doing. I think next week's one is going to be probably.
Mine won't include beer drinking.
No beer. No beer. No.
Not from now on.
No, done. Today is your last chance.
There's definitely no beer today.
If you want to down one.
No more today. We just start. Off we go.
Awesome.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, and we look forward to next weekend.
We'll try and bring 2 mics next time.